it doing?
Granny for now, but when time's on, she might want to call me something else. Your Grammy?
I'm Granny. That's my mom.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do.
She's so sweet. She sent me a picture of her.
I love her. I picked her up today.
Did you?
That's cute, yeah.
She have to put something in?
Teachers are over there.
Okay.
You grab it. Yeah, you should be over there. It's easy in and out. I'll wait for that here.
Take some video of that.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Good, good.
This summer's everything I think up front, but otherwise the back's all good.
Good evening, Pastor Garrett, Ms. Lacavera, Superintendent Gorman, Ocean Alum, members of the Board of Education, staff members, family, and friends. We welcome you to this, the 69th induction ceremony of the Nassau chapter of the National Honor Society. Please welcome to the podium Pastor Rick Garrett of the First Baptist Church of Gloucester City.
It is my pleasure to be here tonight and to participate in this program. It's a wonderful program. Deals with students who have made a commitment, and it's going to be a part of their future lives because of what they've learned, what they've accomplished. And let's all bow our heads in prayer as I welcome us here today. Dear Heavenly Father, dear God, as all of us understand you, as we recognize that there are many denominations represented here tonight, we know that all peoples have all different industries and beliefs, and we incorporate all those here tonight, because many of our students that are here tonight come from different denominations. So we include all of them as they understand you. We recognize their beliefs. And what that all is, it is part of a group of people who realize that somewhere, and it's part of them, that we have the Creator, the Sustainer, and the spiritual leader of our universe. That force is with all the folks here, particularly with them tonight, as they celebrate this wonderful thing which they've accomplished. And so it is that we welcome them, their families, all of the nationalities that are here. We look forward to the presentation. We thank you for this opportunity for us to share the prayer and pleasure of what all this means to so many people. And we thank you in the name of whatever name we all choose. Amen.
Please welcome to the podium Mrs. Donna Lacavera, Principal of Gloucester City High School.
Good evening and welcome to our 69th annual Local National Honor Society induction. It's an honor to participate in tonight's event and celebrate the model lions that sit before us. In addition to celebrating our hardworking students this evening, I would also like to acknowledge, celebrate, and thank any veterans that may be in attendance for your service. United States Air Force veteran Andrew McCarthy returned to classroom post-service and in 2016 wrote about a veteran's impact returning to the classroom as a student. McCarthy discusses what he believes to be 4 traits of student veterans in the classroom: respect, intercultural experience, geopolitical experience, and leadership. This concept does not stray far from the qualities of our National Honor Society students present tonight. What a wonderful connection between Veterans Day and our induction sharing the same day this evening. Our students have dedicated themselves to their education and found success even through the most unusual of high school experiences. Yet through it all, they have remained true to the 4 pillars of NHS: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Some believe that the first pillar, scholarship, comes easy to those who sit among us tonight. And to some, it may. However, in our ever-evolving world, many of these young ladies and gentlemen have made it to their job to juggle academics, athletics, co-curriculars, community service, and even employment outside of school. Thank you for your hard work and commitment. The second pillar, leadership, the ability to lead and influence others, requires self-confidence, a strong moral compass, and the ability to be a role model for others. I admire the leadership roles that our inductees and soon-to-be members have taken within our school walls and our community. The third pillar, service, actions taken which are done on the behalf of others, is a trait that has always made me proud to be from Gloucester City. These students who have followed in your footsteps are eager to dedicate their time to others and make a positive difference in our community. I am grateful that they are our future. The fourth and last pillar, character, showing respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, is an attribute that many do not find until adulthood. The character that these students have already developed will no doubt continue to grow as they set the highest standards for others. It's another reason why they are the epitome of a model line. As Mia Hamm once said, celebrate what you accomplish, but raise the bar each time you succeed. On behalf of the Gloucester City Board of Education, high school administration, and faculty, we congratulate you.
Vice President J.C. Wagner.
Good evening, parents, guardians, and faculty. Throughout life, we face experiences that alter our view on the world. Whether these experiences change your character positively or negatively, it is of your own volition. But having good character is crucial to being successful. It allows you to treat others kindly, to lead when necessary, and to achieve your goals. In school, being responsible and hardworking can result in scholarships and access to better career opportunities. In the workplace, being respectful and reliable can result in raises and promotions. In everyday life, being kind and courteous can result in more positive relations and prestige. Having favorable personality traits ultimately leads to a higher quality of life. And in the current decade, it has become more important than ever to attain good character due to growing competition for jobs and the influence social media has over us. There are several ways to demonstrate good character throughout our school and community. Being in extracurriculars such as Friends of Rachel or Interact Club has allowed us to experience the feeling of warmth after helping those in need. Taking charge during group work to encourage and support our peers has taught us teamwork and leadership skills. Helping at the local pantry has helped us feel empowered and rewarded. Working diligently and tirelessly throughout our educational career has allowed us to excel in our academics. Even in our daily lives, we are treating others with generosity and kindness. All of us who are being inducted tonight have demonstrated good character, even when no one is present. That is why it is an honor to be a member of the National Honor Society. Please welcome to the podium Secretary Aidan Codlin.
The pillar that I will be talking about tonight will be scholarship. When you hear the word scholarship, you typically think of the money graduates get to attend a university or college. However, the definition of scholarship I will be speaking about is the higher level of learning during your academic career. When applying to be part of the National Honor Society, scholarship is the first pillar to be recognized. All of my fellow members and I are in the top 25% of our respective grades. Those who are seated on the stage take the most advanced level courses that are available and maintain their high grades. Having this level of scholarship encourages us to be responsible, to make sure that we turn in everything on time and successfully time manage school with anything else that we participated, and it makes us determined to succeed. Scholarship lets us excel in school and gives us opportunities to challenge ourselves with the classes that we take and lets us be scholars. Now, when you hear the word scholar, do you think of doctors or lawyers or maybe even a college professor? You probably don't think about a bunch of juniors, high school juniors and seniors, but we are all scholars. Everyone can be a scholar if they apply themselves to be. We all have scholarship and will continue to have it wherever we go in our lives. Scholarship is one of the most important, if not the most important pillar of the National Honor Society, because without it, no one on that stage would be getting inducted. Thank you. Please welcome President Danica Bennett.
Being inducted tonight are the finest examples of students within this school that embody the leadership pillar. On this stage alone, we have class officers like Michaela Renzi and Emma Vinci that are the greatest representatives for the junior and senior class. We have athletes like Stephen Burkhart and Ava Ibsen that have been carefully selected as a captain by their coaches to lead their team. We have tutors like Alanis Alpheus and Julie Ramos that have dedicated themselves to assisting underclassmen that need extra support with their academics. The leadership positions held by this group are endless, and we should all be proud of that. In my sociology class at Rowan College, we were taught about two types of leaders, instrumental and expressive. Generally, instrumental leaders try to keep the group moving forward towards its goals and help the others not to get sidetracked. They are task-oriented. For me, I know for a fact that J.C. Wagner comes to mind when thinking of this leader. On the other hand, expressive leaders increase harmony and minimize conflict. They crack jokes and offer sympathy. Without pointing fingers, we can all agree that Sami and Tai fall under this category. Overall, both types of leadership are essential to progress within the world. Leadership is so important because we all have varying personalities, perspectives, and characteristics as humans. Being a leader is a way for us to express these useful skills to create progress and change. Now, more than ever, we are needed as the future generations of this world. Thank you for listening. Please welcome Treasurer Michaela Renzi.
Service is more than selflessly helping others. Service is the foundation of our personality. It impacts our relationships with our community as well as our personal connections. The eagerness to help others without compensation is a quality often sought and difficult to find. While the idea of volunteering seems simple, the act of service is an acquired trait. Many may fit the criteria of service on paper, but paper fails to show their motives. Those standing behind me have fulfilled the requirement of service. While the standard requirement is 20 hours, many members, old and new, have gone beyond the necessary amount. Our National Honor Society chapter views service more than just a checkpoint that looks great on college applications. All members of NHS have an overwhelming presence in our community, ranging from tutoring peers in school to volunteering for the Helping Hands Food Pantry. Service has allowed multiple members to also establish their role outside of Gloucester's community. Through various extracurriculars such as Leo Club, Friends of Rachel, and Interact Club, NHS members have been offered almost 200 service hours.
but many have also reached out to help outside communities, such as the Ronald McDonald House, Cooper Hospital, and their local church. As National Honor Society members, we are often called upon to offer assistance. However, we do not look at our service as an obligation, but as a chance to better ourselves and our purpose. Actions speak louder than words. Service gives people the opportunity to not only change someone else's life, but also their perspective, which is why service is an important pillar of the National Honor Society. Thank you. Please welcome back to the podium Secretary Aidan Coughlin to introduce the new members of NHS.
Your new senior members of the National Honor Society are Riley Marcheski, Danielle Roberts, the new junior members of the National Honor Society are Abigail Bink, Hannah Brzeski, Juliana DePoter, Olivia Dulson, Liam Gorman, Sabrina Hughes, Ava Ibsen, Mason Jankowski, Katrina Mastrangelo, Anna Ramundis, Christopher Ruggieri, Nicholas Smith, and Emma Vinci. Congratulations to the new members of the National Honor Society. Please welcome Mr. Sean Gorman, Superintendent of Gloucester City Schools, to the podium to celebrate our senior National Honor Society members and the staff members they have chosen to pin them.
Thank you, Aidan. Congratulations, everybody. It's my honor to read these to you tonight. These were written by each individual student for the staff member that they've chosen to pin them. Staff members, when your name is called, we ask you to come towards the center here. First, our first pinning is Stephen Burkhart. Stephen has selected Nurse Linda Stewart for his pinning. Stephen wrote the following about Mrs. Stewart. Mrs. Stewart is without a doubt the most wholesome and kind-hearted person who walks the halls of GHS every day. Being an athlete, I am always in her room for Motrin or ice or heat, which could be annoying, but she welcomes me through her door every day with a smile. I'll never forget the handwritten letter that she sent me over last year's quarantine just to check in and make sure that everything was all right in my life. I'll forever be thankful for and personally admire the way that she treats the people she cares for each day. Congratulations, Stephen and Mrs. Stewart. Our next senior member to be pinned is the one and only Sami Shaboose. Sami has selected Mr. Kevin Hagan for his pinning. Sami wrote the following about Mr. Hagan. Dear Mr. Hagan, thank you for being here today and for being my best man. You have to get that right. I couldn't make it far without you. I still remember when you recognized me for my personal accolades even before I met you. You guided me through success and helped develop me into the man that I am today. I'm grateful that you're in my life and thankful that you took the time to help me. I will be forever appreciative and will carry it with me in my future endeavors. Thank you. Congratulations again, Simon. Thank you for having me. Our next senior member who will be pinned is Tai Vu. Tai has selected Mr. Edward Malone for his pinning. Tai wrote the following. Mr. Malone, over the course of my high school years, your classes were the most enjoyable for me. I enjoyed them when you would talk about movies and brighten our classes with your dad jokes. Unfortunately, I was not able to be in more of your classes this year because of my schedule, but I wish you well in the future, and that I wish that you have the best life because you certainly deserve it. Congratulations, Tom. Good job, Tom. Congratulations. Our next senior is Peyton Carr. Peyton has selected Mr. Matthew Whitaker for her pinning. Peyton wrote the following. I had to make a decision on what teacher I wanted to pin me tonight. The answer was easy, Mr. Whitaker. Throughout my time in Gloucester High, Mr. Whitaker has made a great impact on my life. He can be seen as an overall great teacher in person and will always be there for you no matter what the circumstances are. I wanted to thank you for helping me become the person I am today and for everything that you have done for me and for renaming me Paypay. Congratulations, Peyton. Our next senior member is Stephen Light. Stephen has selected his two sisters, Miss Katie Light and Mrs. Megan Mason, for his pinning. Stephen wrote the following. Katie, freshman year I walked into your art class, and right then I could tell that you were a great teacher. I only had you for half the year, but it was fun, and I learned to like art a little bit more in that small amount of time. Megan, I didn't have you as a teacher, but I can tell you were doing a great job, and you have taught me a lot of things about life as well as basketball. I am not just saying all this because you were my sisters, but you guys are great role models for all students. Never stop being who you are and dedicating your lives to the students who need you. Well said, Stephen. Congratulations. Thank you, Ms. Williams. Our next senior member is Atlantis Alpheus. Atlantis has selected Mrs. Mary Ellen Kearns for her penny. Atlantis wrote the following. Tonight I have asked Mrs. Kearns to pin me. I was very fortunate to have her as my English teacher freshman year. She is not only an amazing teacher, but is also an amazing person. She not only always helped me when I needed it academically, but also listened to me in times of need and guided me in the right direction. Thank you for inspiring and pushing me to become my best self. You've truly made my high school experience special. Congratulations, Atlantis. Thank you, Mrs. Kearns. Our next senior member is Shemaya Thomas. She has selected Mr. Patrick Hagan for her penny. Shemaya wrote the following. I chose Mr. Patrick Hagan to pin me because he is not only an inspiration, but a father figure. He has gone above and beyond for not just myself, but for my fellow classmates. It takes a special individual to not only have compassion, but to put forth every effort within his ability to take a child under his wing. He has not only encouraged me, but he has also made me realize that I can do anything that I put my mind to. You are the epitome of phenomenal, and I will be forever grateful for who you have made, who you have been to me. Thank you for making every day memorable, and for this, you are my hero. Congratulations, Shemaya. Our next senior member is Sadia Islam. She has selected Mrs. Antonia Diamanis for her penny. Sadia wrote the following. I have never been a numbers person. Words were more my forte. But in Mrs. Diamanis' 9th period Honors Algebra 2 class, anything felt possible. That's just how Mrs. Diamanis is. She makes you feel like you are capable of just about everything. That no goal was too far-fetched, or that no radical expression was too hard to simplify. Mrs. Diamanis made me believe in myself in my moments of doubt. She made me truly reach for the stars, like that cheesy quote once said. And for that, I will never forget. Thank you for everything and more. Love, Sadia. Our next senior member is Michael Morell. Michael has selected Mr. Keith Gorman for his penny. Michael wrote the following. Mr. Gorman has always been a tremendous leader and role model throughout our community. His drive and passion for everything that he does has been a constant source of inspiration for me throughout my life. From guiding me in the right direction in the classroom, on the athletic fields, and in everyday life, Mr. Gorman has always been and will always be someone that I look up to and respect. Congratulations, Michael. Thank you, Mr. Gorman. Our next senior member is Aiden Coglin. Aiden has selected Mr. Angel Rodriguez for his pinning. Aiden wrote the following. Mr. Rodriguez was both my teacher and my coach. He motivated me to become a better athlete and student. Although he has recently left GHS, I know he will continue to have a positive impact on me throughout my life. I will never forget all that he has done for me and will always be grateful that I was able to have him as both a coach and a teacher. Congratulations, Aiden. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez. Our next senior is Joshua Wilkie. He has selected Mr. Edward Malone for his pinning. Josh wrote the following. I chose Mr. Malone because he consistently provided me with an amazing education. I thoroughly enjoyed every class that I've had with him. He was always able to hold my attention no matter the subject. I know that I'm going to miss him when I go off to college, and I hope to have many more teachers like him. Congratulations, Joshua. Thank you, Mr. Malone. Our next senior member is Gabriel Sotelo. He has selected Coach Thomas McConnell for his pinning. Gabriel wrote the following. When asked to pick a teacher to pin me, I thought, who better than my very own wrestling coach, Coach McConnell? Typically, he would disapprove of the idea of getting pinned, but I think he'll let this one slide. Throughout my 4 years in high school, I have never met a coach and teacher who cares more about their students than Coach McConnell. His guidance has significantly improved my life on and off the mat. Thank you for always pushing me to become my best self. Congratulations, Gabriel. Thanks, Coach McConnell. Our next senior member is Will Horton. Will has selected Mr. Matthew Whitaker for his pinning. Will wrote wrote the following. I chose Mr. Whitaker because throughout the years of his classes, they were both educational and enjoyable. Through his wit and humor, he made coming to class a learning experience and a chance to have some fun rather than the mundane. He was able to make the school day seem a lot lighter. Mr. Whitaker managed to make biology something I would enjoy going to rather than dread. Congratulations, Will. Thank you, Mr. Whitaker. Our next senior member is Danielle Roberts. Danielle has selected Mrs. Barbara Gorman for her penny. Danielle wrote the following. For tonight's ceremony, the faculty member that I chose to pin me is Mrs. Gorman. I chose Mrs. Gorman to pin me because she has always been a positive influence and has always been supportive of all of her students. Even during remote learning, she kept a positive attitude and was very helpful throughout it all. Every time that I go into her class, there is always something to brighten up my day. Congratulations, Danielle. Thank you, Mrs. Gorman. Our next senior member is Brooke Myers. Brooke has selected Mr. Edward Malone for her penny. Brooke wrote the following. During my first year at Gloucester High, there is one person in particular who has been extremely welcoming to me, Mr. Edward Malone. I have Mr. Malone as a teacher for both AP Psychology and AP Human Geography. I chose Mr. Malone to pin me for NHS because he is always kind, which creates a positive learning environment within his classroom. I look forward to both of his classes every day. Congratulations, Brooke. Thank you, Mr. Malone. Our next senior member is J.C. Wagner. J.C. has selected Mrs. Giselle Kelly for her penny. J.C. wrote the following. When asked to find someone that has significantly impacted me, one person immediately came to mind, Mrs. Kelly. She inspired me to pursue a career heavily based in writing because of her praise and her belief in my success. She supported me throughout the toughest year of my life with her uplifting presence and never-ending optimism. Mrs. Kelly has inspired me to push myself to achieve my goals. Congratulations, J.C. Thank you, Mrs. Kelly. Our next senior member is Jameson Gorman. He has selected Mr. Patrick Hagan for his penny. Jameson wrote the following: I chose Mr. Hagan because he is one of my favorite teachers that I have ever had. He provides a ton of positive energy to his classes each day, and he has known me for years. I have known Mr. Hagan ever since I was a little kid going to all the Gloucester High sporting events. Mr. Hagan has been a positive influence throughout my whole life, and he demonstrates strong character each day for all of his students. Congratulations, Jameson. Thank you, Mr. Hagan. Our next senior member is Trevor Young. Trevor has selected Mr. Kevin Young for his penny. Trevor wrote the following: Mr. Young has been my favorite teacher since indoor percussion freshman year. He never fails to make me, or any other student, smile. Mr. Young inspires me to try my hardest and is always there to give encouragement and guidance. Not to mention, he's an excellent drummer. Congratulations, Trevor. Thank you, Mr. Young. Our next senior member is Madison Wall. Madison has selected her mother, Mrs. Jill Wall, for her penny. Madison wrote the following: my first teacher ever, and my choice is my mom, Mrs. Jill Wall. My mom is the person that I aspire to be one day. I may not have been physically in her classroom, but that does not take away from how much I have learned from her. I have learned the most important life lessons from my mom. I could never thank her enough for everything that she has taught me. I am the person that I am today because of her love and guidance. Congratulations, Madison. Thank you, Mrs. Wall. Our next senior member is Riley Marcheski. Riley has selected Mr. Edward Malone for her penny. Riley wrote the following: when asked to choose a staff member to pin me tonight, Mr. Malone was the first person who came to mind. He is a kind-hearted person who only wants the best for his students, which is why I've always tried to take one of his classes each year. Since freshman year, Mr. Malone has not only helped me during class, but anytime throughout the day when needed. The way that he taught AP Psychology made it extremely interesting and enabled me to figure out what I want to major in. The assistance Mr. Malone has given me throughout my high school experience has made it much more enjoyable. Congratulations, Riley. Thank you, Mr. Malone. Our next senior member is Danica Bennett. She has selected Mrs. Anna Peak for her pin. Danica wrote the following. Because of Mrs. Peak, algebra still reigns as my favorite subject relating to math. She was always willing to help us understand and would make the difficult content seem easy and uncomplicated. Her wisdom in the subject was refreshing, and I always excitedly anticipated her class. Even to this day, Mrs. Peak still supports me. I often see and highly appreciate her replies on the GHS Twitter account when she shares encouraging comments. Thank you for everything, Mrs. Peak. Congratulations, Diana. Our next senior member is Catherine Suarez. She has selected Chief Stephen Lebensky for her pin. Catherine wrote the following. I chose Chief as the staff member to pin me because of his influence in the JROTC program. The program has allowed me to come so far with achieving my goals and becoming a leader. Just last week, I had the opportunity to visit and stay at West Point Academy, and I doubt that that would have ever been possible without the JROTC and Chief's support of my endeavors. Congratulations, Catherine. Thank you, Chief Lebensky. Our next senior member is Michaela Renzi. Michaela has selected Mr. Edward Malone for her pin. She wrote the following. I was fortunate enough to have Mr. Malone as a teacher for 2 years, and I would gladly have him again if my schedule would have permitted. His AP psychology class opened my eyes to a fascinating new world, and because of him, I have chosen to pursue a PhD in psychology. So it only made sense to ask Mr. Malone to do me the honor of pinning me this evening. Thank you for helping me find my passion. Congratulations. Michaela. Our final senior member is Julian Ramos Mendez. Julian has selected Mrs. Christine Muha for his pin. Julian wrote the following. I first attended Yorkshire Elementary in Fairview. This school, despite being less than 3 miles away, is completely different from any Gloucester school. When I moved to Gloucester City, the first teacher to welcome me was Mrs. Muha. She handled such a delicate transition period in my life perfectly, and she made Gloucester City my home. Congratulations, Julian. Thank you, Mrs. Muha. Once again, congratulations to all the students up on stage and to your families. And I'd like to extend some thanks to Mrs. Egerton, over to my left, our advisor, who puts all this together and works year-round to make this possible. Thank you so much.
Please welcome Ocean alum, Secretary of the 2020 to 2021 National Honor Society.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high ideals of the National Honor Society, to build strong character in myself and others, to further the advancement of scholarship, to carry aloft the torch of leadership, and to serve my school, my community, and my country in the interests of humanity. Congratulations.
Please stand for the national anthem. Please join in with the members of the Gloucester High School Choir in singing our alma mater. Please welcome back Pastor Garrett back to the podium for the benediction.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow. What a wonderful service this has been. You folks are so blessed to have these children here, the students here in this school. And someone said about the fact that they gain confidence in their courses and their classes and the beauty of what they've accomplished. through their commitment to studies and their commitment to all the other points of the service, that this organization involves, will stand them in good stead throughout their lives, in college and later on. They'll see that they have the capacity to deal with anything and everything if they take the right steps to get towards that. And that's a wonderful thing, so I'm happy for them, and I'm privileged. And it's been my pleasure to be a part of this, a minimal part of this service, but to be able to bask in what these students and the teachers have done. So now let's close our eyes and stand for the benediction, if you can. God, as we come to you once again, thank you for these students who have disciplined themselves royally in their lives, and in their communities, and in their families. Thank you for the blessings which not only you have had upon them, but which the school has had upon them to enable them to accomplish what they have accomplished. Please let them continue with the same service, the same diversified attitudes and attitudes and areas where in which they wish to participate. Thank you so much. Be with them always. Let them continue to be honorable, honor students throughout their entire lives. And we thank you, and we pray to you, Lord. Amen.